Hello, my name is Ed Frawley. My wife and I own Leerburg. This is a question that came in through the question and answer on the front of Leerburg.com. It's a good question. I haven't seen one like this before. Cindy answers all the questions she gets. You don't have to be a customer of Leerburg to write her a question. I don't know any other internet website where you can ask a professional dog trainer that has 40, 50, 60 years of training a question and get an answer the next day and not have to pay for it. So here's the question. I'll read it and then we'll talk about the answers. Person says, is the dominant dog collar that you make guaranteed not to snap or break if my dog pulls? Well, I hope so. I have a 9-year-old Mastiff mix. I've been dealing with this issue with him since he's been a baby. I got him when he was about 5 weeks old. He was taken from the mother way too soon. He's always had an attitude. We've finally got to a point where he will mind me only, but not often enough. And he will not mind other people. He's also sometimes reactive to other dogs and does a lot of posturing, like licking his feet while staring them down. That's a new one. I haven't seen that. The licking his feet while staring them down, and after going out to pee or stiffening up and challenging other dogs that come near him. Why would that happen? We no longer allow him around other dogs. That's a good idea for everyone's safety. I've been using a choke chain, which is the only way I've been able to get him to properly work with me on a lead. I want something more consistent, as it's hard to find something that fits over his head and around his neck easily. The choke chain slides down too far on his neck because it has to be so big to go over his head. That's exactly the beauty of dominant dog collars. If you look at our dominant dog collars, a dominant dog collar looks like a choke chain. It's got a clip on one end, and it's got a ring on the other end, and a sliding ring down the middle. And the beauty of it is you wrap it around the dog, wrap it around the dog's neck, and you clip the clip to the sliding ring. And you size this so there's only about a 3-inch slack, because the way that a dominant dog collar is supposed to work and ride on the dog's neck is right up underneath the jaw, right behind the ears. 3 inches of slack, so you don't have to hardly move your hand at all to take up slack, and you can keep the slack taken up without putting much pressure on the dog at all. But when you need to give the dog a correction of some part, you only have to move your hand about that far, and all of a sudden it's tightening up on him, and they say, oh, okay. It works very well. Here's Cindy's answer. Our dominant dog collars are very strong, and if properly cared for and not allowed to be chewed or become excessively frayed, they should not break if your dog pulls. I will say that if the collar is fit properly, up high under the jaw and around the ears, and you take some time to train him to this equipment, your dog is very quickly going to understand that pulling is not a good idea. So if you need help selecting the right size after measuring the dog's neck, let me know, and I'll pass your message along to one of our office staff. They can assist you with picking out the best size for your dog. But we have really good information on our website. We'll put the link on the website now so you can go there and read about it, because I write a lot about it. One of the uses, and I need to say this, for people that have reactive dogs, if I had a reactive dog and it was a big dog like that, I'd have him wearing a muzzle. And I'd maybe have him wear a prong collar. But if you're going to use a prong collar on a dog, any dog, we tell people use a backup collar. And the best backup collar out there is a dominant dog collar. And why do we say that? And I say it because people don't know how to size prong collars. They get too big ones. They get the extra large one, and rather than take links out, the collars are hanging down here. So when they have to give the dog a little pop on the leash, if that collar is too loose, if it's hanging down, those links can come apart. And when do they come apart? They come apart when something's going on that dog needs a correction, and all of a sudden he's off leash, if you don't have a backup collar. And that's another use that everybody that uses a dominant dog collar, or everybody that uses a prong collar, should use a dominant dog backup collar.